A wise decision.
Whoa. Where am I?
You're inside the Animus.
Which is...
It's a projector that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions.
genetic memory.
Seems you'll need a bit of a tutorial. Very well. We'll start simple. What is a memory, Mr. Miles?
It's the recollection of a past event.
Specific to the individual remembering the event.
Yeah, sure.
What if I told you that the human body not only housed an individual's memory, but the memories of his ancestors as well? Genetic memory, if you will.
There! That must be the Ark.
The Ark of the Covenant?
Don't be silly. There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Every microscopic fiber of our DNA is comprised of the most ancient part of the cosmos, its genesis. The almost invisible tendrils and pathways to alternate dimensions and gateways to an electric fabric. A construct with rules that can be bent and broken, where we can create psychedelic landscapes, sunsets, and supernova, and bind our dreams to the waking world, where magic, humanity, and stardust coexist on a plateau of aquamarine nebula, floating in and out of thought like an interstellar balloon. Our DNA houses our fluid karma, the ancestral memories from every experience we have ever had in every form of conscious incarnation from the beginning of perceived time.
Welcome to Oblivion.
Many accredit their deja vu and astral capabilities and the power and control over their dream cycle, to information seemingly spilling from a limitless Akashic river of knowledge that in no way can be described as having form or age or stationary three-dimensional characteristics. The spinning cube or puzzle box is representative of these pathways and guarded secrets, pertaining to the origins of creational life, and indeed is the true Ark of the Covenant. The answers as to if the universe is a closed holographic system or a more open torus-shaped organic undulation is yet to be fully understood. But revelations both spiritually and scientifically are speeding up at an exponential rate, and the vibration of a new aeon can be heard reverberating on the far edge of the zodiac. Once our savior and guidance system at sea, now our compass and stellar beacon shining on our third eye, pointing towards the first true form of evolution in the history of our species. Will Smith, the notorious Millennium Resonator, bears the eagle over his third eye in the film Hancock. He plays one of the 2 remaining immortals, or Nephilim, on Earth, his counterpolarity and Eve being Charlize Theron, who starred with Keanu Christ Reeves and copulated with Lucifer in The Devil's Advocate. The 2 were cast out of the Nexus at some point and remain imprisoned on the Earth, just as Lucifer was metaphorically cast out of the heavens. Jason Bateman, who also starred in Hancock, stands beneath an octagonal stargate in the magical Toy Story movie, Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. Ms. Theron also resonates heavily with ancestral recall in the Akashic records, as she stars in Aeon Flux as a genetically altered hybrid with haunting suppressed memories of her past lives swarming within her DNA. She is resurrected over and over again when she is needed to restore balance to a chaotic world. Ethan Hawke plays a supposed genetically inferior human in the film Gattaca. He defies all odds as his kind are never allowed to venture into space, and eventually makes it to the Kingdom of the Stars. Again, we see heavy Gemini and Aquarius water symbolism, as the 2 brothers race in the ocean to see who is genetically superior, and Jude Law burns the golden medal embedded with a twin sign.
So you have this axis being drawn by the galactic alignment in 2012, and in a way you can think of the Gemini on the one end, the start of this axis, the bottom of this axis, as the World Trade Center disaster, because you have the twin towers, right? The very dramatic twin symbolism there, and also the 11/11 embedded in that, because you have this September 11th event with this giant 11 building, coming down. So you got the 1111 there, and this twin energy.
Yeah.
And then at the other end of the axis, you have galactic alignment in 2012. So it's this whole phase that seems to be marked out in the events that are happening around us, and you can sort of read the symbolism by just comparing them to things that resonate each other.
Are you human?
My body is.
General Quinn needs to see you in the briefing room. He says it's urgent.
Are you aware of an impending attack on the planet Earth?
If the Earth dies, you die. If you die, the Earth survives.
Dustin Hoffman makes contact with an alien intelligence several leagues under the sea in the film Sphere, a spectral monatomic ball of conscious metallic bliss, a virtual wishing machine or Montauk device in the hands of lesser mortals, which only seem to be able to conjure their most threatening fears, like Dan Aykroyd did in Ghostbusters. Hoffman also plays an alien/immortal in Mr. Megorium and explains the interconnectivity and oneness of all things in the film I Heart Huckabees. He's handed Project Yellowbook under the 8-pointed Stargate ceiling. Yellowbook involved the reverse engineering of an alien technology that allows you to pierce the veil of time and view possible future time trees or outcomes.
And then there, of course, is the Aquarius thing. You know, we're moving into the age of Aquarius at the same point with this galactic alignment, as if these things are in training with each other. Sort of this giant processional year that's coming to a close around this time, and then the galactic alignment as well. And Aquarius with the water. I've been thinking about that, the symbol of Aquarius. Those sort of wavy lines, or those energy lines, you can think of them as lightning or energy or water.
Yeah.
And it seems to be that symbolism is also very strongly encoded in the media. The water, the idea of, you know, flooding, and so many. I was just recently watching one of Steve Wilner's videos, and he showed this clip from the movie Deep Impact, where Manhattan is just being flooded by this titanic wave, you know, and the World Trade Center is just getting swallowed by this water, and I'm like, that's Aquarius, that's the water door, the Stargate, correlating with the 9/11 event. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it is definitely, and exactly, it's a kind of a sign of the. Well, in that sense, the initiation into a new era or a new time.
The film Dune is also quite telling of a future initiation into the era of the Water Bearer, as Kyle MacLachlan brings rain to the desert planet of Arrakis and battles Sting to the death on yet another octagon. The burning blue eyes showcasing their telepathic abilities also links the water sign to higher-level brain functioning and psychokinetic adaptation within our DNA. The spice or sacred dust harvested on the planet allows one to bend the properties or laws of the cosmos, and because of this, it is the most precious and fought-over material in existence. In the Xbox game BioShock, one A. Ryan, or Aryan, creates an underwater city known as Rapture, tying in the biblical embodiment of rebirth through revelations and water destruction and resurrection themes. I melt into the cosmic membrane through third eye parabola. At one with the webbing of gravity, I hiss a sound like velvet plasma. As these synchronicities gain the momentum of an ancient alien song, I wander into the distance of a new aeon.
Those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the Emperor. I chose Rapture.